India's fate for the GST's bill. And we have the ruling party and the opposition party gathered today to debate over this bill, and let's see what happens today if the bill is passed or not. So without further ado, let's dive into this live session where CMS TV is reporting live to the fate of India's GST bill. This is reporter Shreya B with cameraman Sri Vijay, and we'll be right back after the live session. Thank you.
March 7, 2024. I stand before you today to advocate the passage of GST bill. It is about simplifying tax system, promoting economic growth, and reducing cascading effect. By replacing multiple tax systems which your party members put on us, we like to bring everything together under one single umbrella called GST, which will streamline all compliances and will develop our country further. Let us come together to support the bill and correct your wrong actions.
Today I am going to discuss a very dark secret about GST, where the ruling party government is trying to implement us. The first thing which I need to tell is that there will be an increase in the software expenses when it comes to the customers they are buying goods. As India is being even more dependent heavy on IT sectors and it's booming in the technology sectors, I feel that this will lead a very drastic impact in the software industry. The second thing which I need to tell you is that there will be a loss in real estate business. As according to our analysis, real estate we have estimated will lose drastic reduction in 12% in coming years if this GST implementation will happen. Now the third thing is that as common people are not familiar with filing the tax rates or tax returns in websites and all, they are very basic or no, they are not at all knowing at all how to return their tax at all. So that's why I feel like it's a very wastage of time and wastage of resources, as to say, if we implement this GST. Thank you.
The IT sector is a very booming sector, and it is the future of India, and we are very proud to be a Make in India country where we are the ones who manufacture and do everything. We want to be that nation. So one nation, one tax would actually help us going further and implement to eradicate all the problems. Even tax evasion that you mentioned, tax evasion also can be reduced with continuous audits, and IT is the one who helps with this problem.
As per the Honorable Prime Minister, what are the points when she made? She told about the manufacturing unit, where the manufacturing states are being affected by the loss of, in the GST or the bill they are passing, the manufacturing states, and the end users, consumers will be paying a lot more tax compared to what the tax we are paying. So that's one of the points we have to raise. I don't think GST is good bill to pass, and it's not affect our engine.
Definitely will be helpful, and the economic growth in general will also rise. Thank you.
Those who are very middle class and lower class people who are afford, they are very want their basic needs, and basic needs they want in their life and in their daily life. They are very being deceived by this GST bill, because if the government will fix 0 to 28% of tax slab rates, this will result in buying power of the consumer reducing inflation, and this will result in inflation with abysmal
Distribution of income throughout India. So only the top 10 layers who are rich, and the gap is huge. So implementing the same tax on everyone who has different source of income or different levels of income is unfair.
For everyone, as Nitish told, so the poor people will be affected, but the regular usage thing will be like below 8% when GST started. It's a basic thing. So for everyone it will be common. As Sasilendra told, all Indians are equalized treated. No poor, no things. So when it comes to them, the poor will be treated in a very good way, where the standard will be high, even both the rich and poor will be treated in the equal way.
For GST, the truck used to spend around 16% of their time near checkposts, paying their loan and paying their taxes and state taxes. 16% of their travel time on a person paid.
When you go to a restaurant, you need to pay 12% of tax, 12% of VAT, and the service tax also you need to pay. It comes around 15%. So normal person, normal middleman who goes to the restaurant needs to pay around 15% of the tax. So now, if we implement the GST and the service tax, everything is included in that, and for the restaurants it is only 5%. And
It's a maximum exemptions with ADG by doing CSR activities, and small business owners can't be. There is a large difference because they can't give a maximum amount of their income into CSR activities. So there is a large discrepancy more than the large business owners.
So the software and also they have to bring in the tax we will file the tax GST regularly. So this is increasing obligation cost for small business owners as well as the VAT GST.
By implementing this GST has simplified for everyone. Anyone who has a basic knowledge to file tax can also file tax on his personal terms. So it's not like
When it comes to the small sector problem, there is a financial assistance mechanism from the government because there will be input credit tax money and there will be some threshold limits for small businesses. Wherever you want, you can go to that help desk, majorly the MSMEs, you can always come to us and we will be assisting you regarding that. And according to the filing, before there was VAT, there was service tax, there was customs duty, there was any and there was different taxes. But now, as a whole, there's one tax, one nation. So there was
It is regarding the donations what they have made. It's not related to the large companies or the companies. It's about the relief which we give for the income tax payer who are giving the donations for the government.
Have an input in this.
So to address the concern that shopping will have an advantage. So we have some numerous compensations given GST. Even companies with up to 75 lakhs turnover can claim benefits under the scheme. And
So I would like to state that SMEs, small and medium enterprises, might not only be affected by GST, but another negative impact because previously, when still a certain threshold, there was no need for them to pay tax. But now, after a certain threshold, they will have to pay tax. And probably I will concern you, maybe the tax rate has reduced for one good, but many goods plus pens, stationeries, packaging, shipment items, it's 18% tax. So people will have to pay higher tax based on that. And even think about the complex burden that these consumers face. Not everyone will have good access to it or would exactly know how they're supposed to file GST returns or the process and documentation which they will have to take into place in order to do this one. And one more thing is they will have to depend on the
both tax collectors and taxpayers have become more aware of it. And talking about SMEs as a whole, so previously, pre-GST, they had a lot of taxes in back in the tax, but after GST, they fall under one roof. And comparatively, after the implementation of GST, the SME, the tax rate which SMEs pay will be comparatively lesser than what they pay pre-GST. Thank you.
So what is the development towards the country and economy based on GST? The finance minister.
How much amount was collected in VAT year on year? Coming to GST, there's a 12% year-on-year growth, and the exact numbers in front of me are 14.97 lakh crores, which has been collected. And there's been a constant growth always.
Growth and development, but there is also a practice system where we can make a price happen. Earlier, for example, the wholesaler has not paid the tax, but he has made a fake invoice while selling to the retailer. And if the retailer pays the tax, by matching with this GST number, we can detect whether the wholesaler has made a fraud or not. And over the period of time, there has been detected that 40,000 crore of tax evasion has been done by the
I would like to add on to this because to say that the income generated from different states are different and the budget allocated to each state is also different. They are not being equal. And by implementing GST, the voice of the states are being suppressed and we are more and more quasi-central government and the importance of voicing of both the center and the state is not being equal. Keeping that in mind, also to say that from IT sector, 66% comes from southern state and that's from Karnataka. But still, while getting the benefits from the budget or from the government, always being kept aside and states which do not generate revenue are being given importance. So the development of the nation or the development of that particular state which is generating a lot of revenue should take a big hit. So keeping all this.
That is, petrol price has been increased by this time because if you implement GST, it will even more increase with the petrol prices. And in conclusion, I want to say that the GST is not two cents of its tax. ये गब्बर सिंह टैक्स है तो ये
quiet all this way because there's no point talking to senseless people. When our opposition party
You not to accusing the other minister in the parliament. You need to maintain the respect. You will now conclude the parliament declaration. The finance minister will just conclude the bill.
Create a debate, create a voting first to pass the bill according to 102nd bill and 101st chapter of the Constitution. We'll have a voting right now with your permission and pass the bill forward.
Those who don't support the bill, please say no. Party based on the discussion done in the parliament, the 122 bill, according to the 122 bill of the 101 majority.
Back to CMS TV, this is Shreya and you have been watching GST Bill Parliament session live all this while. So we saw that the Honourable Speaker Prajwal opened the session where our Honourable Prime Minister Ms. Manya Chandran and our Finance Minister Kushal Sathwik aims to streamline the taxation process, reduces tax evasion and promotes ease of doing business. Whereas the opposition leader Nitish had to say that implementing GST will have high expenses, especially on the IT and the software industry, and will also impact the real estate business. So we had multiple arguments both from the ruling and the opposition party, where many of the ruling party leaders and many of the ruling party members stated that we'll have anti-fraud mechanism and we'll have a 12% growth year on year. We'll also have an expected 14.97 lakh crore of collection expected from GST. And one of the ruling members stated that we'll have the the tax services, the tax which are implemented in the restaurants right now, stating at 15% will come down to 5% by the implementation of GST. Whereas the highlight of the session was where the opposition leader Nitish called this GST system a Gabbar Singh tax, and towards the middle of the session the environment grew aggressive, where tension between both the parties increased, especially between the ruling party member Bhaskar and the opposition leader Nitish, where they got a little aggressive. And towards the end of the session, which is also the highlight of the parliament session, other than the GST bill, we had the finance minister calling the opposition party members senseless. Is this how we expect the people of the members that we've elected to run the country? Are they the people who run the country? Is this how the GST bill will be implemented? But nonetheless, we have to conclude the session. We have the bill, GST bill passed today by the votes of the ruling party, and we'll see where this bill takes the country to. So reporting live, Shreya with cameraman Shri Vijay. We'll see you again soon.
उड़ता चला तू जैसे उड़े बेधड़क आंधिया, बहता चला तू उड़ता चला तू जैसे उड़े आंधिया। मंजर है ये नया, मंजर नया, मंजर है ये नया कि उड़ रही है बेधड़क सी आंधियां। मंजर है ये नया, मंजर नया, मंजर है ये नया कि उड़ रही है बेधड़क सी आंधियां।